Welcome. In front of me is a Oppo F11 and today I'll show you how we can go through the setup process of this phone. Now you'll have to forgive me for this very dim kind of display. I have no control over this. It's barely visible on my end and this is already kind of like lights turned off almost, just like one measly light right here. So anyway, to get started, when you boot up your device for the first time, you should be presented with a language selection, and here just find the language that you want to use. Anyway, so for me it already selected English, so I'm gonna go to the next page, which then allows me to choose my region. Now this changes absolutely nothing throughout the setup process, so you can choose whichever one you want. Next we have terms of service. Both of them are already selected. You can tap on the blue text here and here to read exactly what you are agreeing to, and then go to the next page. Then we have connect to Wi-Fi. So obviously you can connect to it if you want to. If you don't, you can skip this. But by skipping inserting SIM card and connecting to Wi-Fi, you won't have the Google login page to show out throughout the setup process, and date and time might not be set correctly, along with not being able to restore apps and data from a cloud backup. Now this all can be later on changed once the setup is completed by just, connecting to things like Wi-Fi and through the settings also restoring backups. So anyway, moving on, we have a Wi-Fi assistant, and this just kind of tries to pick the best Wi-Fi from different ones that you might be connected to at the same time. So maybe you're in the office and you have multiple Wi-Fi networks. The phone will, with this option being on, choose the one that is the strongest and fastest for you right now automatically. Next, we have Google services like location scanning and sending user and diagnostic data. You can turn all of those off, but it's Google, so let's be honest, it's not like turning those off probably does a lot. It might look like it's off, but I'm pretty damn sure Google will gather the data with or without your permission, and there's a reason why their corpus are in class action lawsuits left and right. And it's not because they are so trustworthy with these options. Anyway, so moving on, we have set a lock screen password. So you can choose some kind of screen lock. By selecting the option right here, you will basically have the 6-digit PIN, but you can click right here on the green text and choose also from a 4-digit PIN, pattern, or alphabetical password. And I'm just gonna select cancel right here, and I'm gonna select later as I don't want to protect the device. Next we have recommended, so auto update overnight and home screen icons. So this is just choice of icons. You can choose from different styles right here, and auto update overnight just downloads and updates your phone throughout the night if there is a new update. Now for this phone, I don't think there's going to be any new updates, so at this point this is kind of a useless option. Next we have import the data from your old device. You could migrate your phone using the phone clone application, or clone phone application as it's called right here, and it would allow you to choose any kind of application, contacts, messages, photos, videos, all that stuff, and it can be just easily transferred over. Though you need to download clone phone app on your old phone to pair these two devices together to be able to do that. Or you can just select later if you don't want to import any kind of data. And with that choice being selected, I can then select get started, and this will now take me to the home screen with the device being fully set up. So if you found this very helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.